What's going on, everyone? Is a college degree worth it? Now, I have 4 simple steps for you to see if a college degree is worth it. And before I get into this video, I'd like to go over those 4 steps just so you can understand where I'm coming from and that you understand how to pick a degree. So, the first thing you need to do is find a degree in which you want to go into or a field you want to go into and see if it's worth going to college for because not all of these fields require a college degree. So once you find out the field, you need to go to this, figure out how much the cost of the school is and what is the possible job outlook is. Once you do all that and you figure out going to school has a good return on investment, then yes, go to college. But let's talk about, is a college degree worth it? Because with the rise of non-traditional career, it is causing a change of the job market and the growth demand in specializing skills like plumbing, AC, and other traditional jobs that normally was looked down on in the past. Now the required needs today is higher than most with degrees. So guess what? Just because you have a college degree does not mean that you're going to be making more than some of these other non-traditional routes just because they're in a high demand. Now, with increasing popularity of online learning platform and alternate education path, the potential for individual to build a successful career path without a traditional college degree is higher in 2025 and moving forward. So the college path isn't for everyone, and this is where you have to understand that hey, not all college are worth it. And the second reason, or another reason why, is the high cost of colleges. Now, is college worth it? It depends on this portion because the high cost of colleges will cause you to go in the negative and it'll take you forever to get out of debt. With the rising tuition fees and student loan debt, and the opportunity cost of spending years in college, and the potential for earning income while learning on the job. So you will have a lot of these issues with how much it costs to go to college, how much your degree is actually worth. Now, yes, you do make more money if you do have a degree, according to this stat right here. So yes, some degrees are worth having, but you also have to understand that if you don't know how to pick the proper degree, this stat is kind of useless because your degree might not be needed, i.e., something like a history and art. Most of those degrees are very hard to find a job in just because there's not a high demand for them. So, guess what? Just because you go to college does not mean you'll have an easier time finding a job. You have to find a degree that's actually worth something when you get out because a lot of people go to college and get useless degrees. Now, go to a field where college is essential, like medical field, the engineering career that requires specialized knowledge and licensing. Because whenever you go into a medical field, you get paid. If you go engineering field, you get paid, but you need a degree to get into those because you just don't have the time to learn all the mathematics while you're on the guess what in the field. So there's other fields that requires you to go to college, like research-based profession that requires advanced degrees, or roles in academic and education that prioritize higher education. So, if you know that the college or the degree that you want or your job field you want requires an education, guess what? You will have to go to college, and that's whenever your college degree is worth it. Now, if you're trying to pick a field that don't really require you to go to college, then hey, more on you. But hey, there's just so you know, there is some degrees like this one from San Antonio that I think is completely useless just because, hey, who needs to go to school to become an influencer whenever you can just post videos and do what everyone else been originally doing? So guess what? Just make sure you pick a job field that requires a degree, and that's how you kind of figure out if your degree is worth it. Now, fields where college may not be necessary. Let's think about this. Trade and skilled labor profession where practical experience is valued. Entrepreneurship and startup relies on innovation and creativity, and digital market and tech field that prize skills over degrees. So you see that not all job fields require a degree. Some of them requires you to go technical training. Some of them requires you to have self motivation, and then some of them prioritize skills over degrees. So you have to know that not all fields prioritize college degrees as its skilled worker. Now, the next thing is the importance of individual assessment. Consider your career goals, interests, and financial situation before you go to try to go to college, because at the end of the day, you can go to college, but it might not be worth it because it doesn't match your career goal and your financial situation can't not afford it. And taking out student loans, we all see that is not worth it. Now, research different career paths and their education requirements and seek guidance from career counselors, mentors, professionals in your desired field. So this is where you start networking and start talking to everyone. Hey, was your degree worth it? What did you do? So you can understand what went on and what do you need. Like I will tell anyone that's trying to become a biomedical engineer, you need to go get a master's before you coming into the field, just because you're more valuable in this field if you have a master in biomedical engineer than just having a bachelor. You get jobs easier, and that's kind of what you need for the entry level for this career. Now, if you want to know more about colleges and all that stuff, comment below, like and subscribe, and that's all I got for you. Is college degree worth it? Well, that depends. What are you trying to go for? And if it's worth the investment and if your career needs it. Those are the questions you need to answer before is college degree worth it. Some degrees it is worth it and others are just useless. That's all I got for you.